A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. Here are the latest sports headlines that's doing the rounds this Super Sunday. And boy, do we have a Super Sunday pack today, because in the Super 8 stage, we are going to have a double header. The first game is between England and Sri Lanka at Pallekele. Then the night game, we have India versus South Africa at Ahmedabad. So this is the current situation when you look at the Super 8 stage. Yesterday's washed out game has meant that whatever is a possibility, you might see a particular situation where most games are washed out and teams will split points. Now, people are unfairly targeting Sri Lanka for this. I mean, it's not their fault that rain comes at at unprecedented times. I mean, yesterday there was a depression in the Bay of Bengal. It's not as if Sri Lanka created the depression. So the criticism is there, and I will be also doing a video as to what happens in the worst case scenario if every game gets rained out and all teams have the same number of points and the same NRR. What is the rules in that sense? So I will be doing a special video on that. Why is the rain in focus? Because the first game that is there, England versus Sri Lanka in Pallekele, that's also weather impacted. There are spells of heavy rain in the afternoon period. And if there is anything to go by, the game that took place yesterday, it might go on similar lines. So that is why it's not looking good in Pallekele as well. Although the chances of a truncated game happening are far higher than a washed out game. I don't think that the game is going to get washed out. I think it's going to be a truncated game at max. So this is the situation with England versus Sri Lanka in Pallekele. This is what we are looking at. Both teams are gunning for their first points. Remember, New Zealand and Pakistan both have won 1 point after their washed out game. Now, as far as the changes in the Indian team are concerned, today it's India-South Africa. Looking at Suryakumar Yadav's press conference and whatever reports we have gotten from Ahmedabad, it looks as if for this particular game, the same 11 that played against Netherlands, perhaps that might be the 11 that will play, because there is no question of dropping Tilak Varma or Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma is doing well, and Tilak Varma, they are all happy with the role that he is playing. So there is no specific content role that, okay, Tilak should go out because he's not been performing well. In patches, he's been doing well. So that is number one. Number two, the way how Abhishek Sharma has been batting in the nets, I think this is the same mantra that was adopted by Suryakumar Yadav when he was also undergoing a lean patch in 2025. Abhishek is looking good in the nets. It's just a question of when he peaks. Now, Abhishek Sharma does well in the game against South Africa, and he continues to have a good tournament after that. What are you going to do? So that is why now it is very important for Abhishek Sharma to fire. And remember, it will be a very interesting contest. Markram versus Abhishek Sharma. Both have spent time in Sunrisers Hyderabad. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So that is why Markram was practicing a couple of days back. He was bowling consistently. Albi Mokal, I don't know why he was leaving deliveries. I think he was just trying to focus on that zone, on that particular length that he has to bowl. But remember, South Africa have a good record in Ahmedabad. I mean, the last time they played India at the Narendra Modi Stadium, it was a one-sided win for India. Varun Chakravarti taking 4 wickets for 53 runs. Now, the pitch that is going to be used, pitch number 5, apparently that's what our ground reporters said. Pitch number 5 is going to be a black soil wicket. So this game is going to be played on a black soil wicket in Ahmedabad, and that is going to be a very, very interesting situation, because the nature of the black soil wicket is such, if you bat first, then it becomes sluggish at the start, then it becomes a belter. It happened with New Zealand. They started off poorly, but then it became very good to bat on. South Africa, then in the second innings, they just batted brilliantly. So this is the way how we are looking at this particular wicket. That is going to be a black soil wicket today, and dew might set in, although it is very hot, and it's breezy also in Ahmedabad at this stage. So yes, winters are gone almost, and you can see last remnants of winter in the night time, but it's almost gone. You will see some dew later on as the game progresses. So toss will be vital. Morning Mokal stated that the toss is going to be vital at the Narendra Modi Stadium. So this is the situation we are looking at. Will the team bat first? because chasing can become easier, may not become easier. So it's going to be a very interesting Super 8 clash at this point in time. It's India versus South Africa today at the Narendra Modi Stadium. But that is not the end of cricketing action, folks. We have a couple of other cricketing actions as well, especially when it comes to the Emerging Women's Asia Cup. Today at 12:30 p.m, Emerging Asia Cup, India versus Bangladesh. That will be the final. Can Radha Yadav's team do it? Can Radha Yadav ensure that under her captaincy, she can get through and help India win the Emerging Asia Cup title? That is the one thing we'll be keeping a close eye on. Remember, India had thrashed Pakistan in the league stages. It's India versus Bangladesh at this point in time in the Emerging Asia Cup as well. So that will begin at 12:30 p.m. IST, and we'll be bringing you the update once that happens. So that is the other bit we are looking at. There is also the FIH Pro League today. The FIH Pro League will happen today between India and Australia in Hobart. Now remember, India are coming off 5 straight losses. If they can manage to beat Australia, it will be a shot in the arm. But then again, the FIH Pro League, as far as India is concerned, it's a doldrums for them, because they not only have to face Australia once, they'll have to face them twice. And beating Australia twice, although India have done it once in the Pro League before, it will not happen every single time. So India will have to really step up for the hockey team at this point in time. They've already lost to Spain. They will have to ensure they don't lose very badly to Australia as well. So the FIH Pro League is also going to take place today in between India and Australia at this point. Then, as far as other sports is concerned, we also have a lot of football action that's going to come up, Premier League, La Liga and all of that. So anything interesting that happens, that is the way we are looking at it. So as far as the chess situation is concerned, we know now that the pairings are out. It's Pragnananda versus Anish Giri. It's going to be there. And all Indian in the women's section with Vaishali taking with Koneru Hampi taking on Divya Deshmukh. We did the video yesterday as well. And Formula 1 has gotten now a big thing. It's going to return to the Budh International Circuit pretty soon. Karan Adani has given his version of how he wants to ensure Formula 1 remains a permanent mainstay in India at this point in time. So yes, that will be a very interesting thing that Karan Adani has mentioned. We will be doing a video on that also. So I'll take a couple of comments that will use black soil pitch. Yes, they will use the black soil pitch. And any update from the chess world, next tournament and qualification criteria for EWC slot for chess? No, there isn't any particular thing. I've mentioned in several videos, Abhishek, that see, there is going to be the new 2026, the way how it is going to change as far as the qualifications concerned. That's going to happen. So this is the way we are looking at it at this point in time. Although toss is not a factor in Ahmedabad, 200 plus has never been chased in Ahmedabad. Before the game between NZ and SA, 166 was the highest chase. I think it will change. A lot of things will change at this stage. Freaking awesome. Current IPL schedule kab aayega, sir? I mean, look, we are waiting for the election dates, because remember, 3 states have elections out of the 4 where you will be playing the IPL. Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Assam. When the election commission announces the dates, at that time your IPL schedule will come out. Because remember, if there is elections at this point, franchises will not be able to host the games in the respective venues. So maybe the away games, Kolkata will play most of their away games before, and then they'll play all their home games in a stretch. Same might happen with Chennai also, Chennai Super Kings, because I don't know how many phases the election will be held. Tamil Nadu is expected to be 1 phase, Assam might be 1 phase, maybe West Bengal might host in various phases. So that's why this is the one situation we are looking at. So after the election commission announces the dates, the IPL schedule dates will come. Then Dev Pratap Singh John, if it's black soil, team should chase, because for first 8 to 10 overs, batting is tricky in first innings. Yes, it is. That is the way we are looking at it. It will be tricky. Deba and Majumdar, which of the minnow nations has impressed you the most this World Cup? For me, it's Nepal. Yeah, I would also agree it is Nepal, Deba and Majumdar. They were so close to beating England. And remember, had they beaten England, and if they had done well against Italy, although they lost by 10 wickets there, they could have very well been in contention. I mean, the England win would have been a win for the ages. And imagine, 2 World Cups, Nepal have come close on so many occasions. I mean, against South Africa, they could have managed to win, but then it is not happening. And freaking awesome saying, Abhishek can avoid aerial shots in the first over. I think he will come good if he stays for a couple of overs. We shouldn't lose more than 1 wicket in power play. Well, that is up to Abhishek to decide how he wants to play, despite the form that is there. And Italy impressed me the most. Some say it's Nepal, but may say that is because of crowd turnout. On cricket front, it's Italy. Abhishek Rawat, yeah, 50-50 on that. I mean, Italy's spirit has also been there. They defeated Nepal, and but unfortunately against the other teams, they didn't push them very much to the extent. So that's why I would say I would also agree with Debayan that yes, it is Italy, not Italy, it's Nepal. And isn't it a black soil pitch where Gill and Sai scored those big runs in the IPL nationally? I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, I think in the IPL you get a mixture of both. I think you score runs in both black soil and red soil. Although I'm not so sure about the statistics at this line. 200 plus IPL में तो chase होता है Ahmedabad में. Well, IPL bowling standard is different. Occasion is different. You don't play IPL in February. You play it in March, April, May, where the conditions are totally different in Ahmedabad. And KKR के लिए home away जैसा I mean, election. You have to ensure that the election takes place first. And in Bengal, we know what is the situation. To conduct an election is a logistical challenge because of all the violence that has been associated in the past. So that is the thing we are looking at. And अभिषेक के भी बन जाएंगे. जो जैसे खेलता है रन बना है उस तरीके से तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. अभिषेक के भी बन जाएंगे. See, Abhishek will do well. I mean, it's only a matter of time. We are not that concerned. But if he falls for a low score today, there will be a concern. When will he get that form back? And remember, you're facing tricky opponents against Zimbabwe and West Indies, and you cannot take them lightly in this T20 World Cup because Zimbabwe have shown that they can do it. West Indies are having a redemption after having a horrible 2025. They sunk to the bottom. Now they can only go up from there. So that's why West Indies they have to be really careful at this point in time. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this update. Lot of action coming. We'll bring you all the latest sporting updates that's there. So bye-bye, folks. See you soon.